Hey, goeiemôre, welkom by Farmspace. Ek is hier binne in die boelring en ek saam met my Simeon Hurwitz en ons gaan gou gesels oor die Hurwitz Summer Sale wat opkom. En hierso dinge werk bietjie anders hierdie keer. Kyk bietjie die katalog deur. As jy nog nie geregistreer het nie, die groene span is hierso, die blou span is hierso. Maak seker jy registreer by hulle. Dis nou Swiftwee en Meerkat. So, klim nou op en dan vinnig kan jy gou deurtrap en met vleis en traal of met actually die Hurwitz cereal. En by hulle registreer seker maak jy kan deelneem. Maar kom ons hoor gaan by Simeon. Wat kan jy verwag? Simeon, good morning.
Hey, Dennis.
Good yourself?
Good, man. The red team is also here. Place and Troll.
Place and Troll. Okay, so they're not online.
We're all the colours.
They're not online. Yeah, okay, so you can go to Place and Troll as well and register with them. Okay, quickly. The catalogue looks a little different. There's commercial lots in between.
Yeah.
Why the change?
No, not a change. We've actually done this for a few years already.
I'm just sleeping.
yeah. Putting in the animals, they are Boran cattle as well. But they commercialize cattle for various reasons, mostly DNA, or we've deregistered them, part of our crossbreeding program.
Okay.
And I mean, one already calved this morning, a drought master crossbred calf.
It's great.
Yeah. And there's interest in them, and there's interest in that cross. Because I mean, what the drought master can do and bring to the Boran, I mean, we've seen it, we've done it, we're happy with it, and now I think people would like to get their hands on it. So, not a change, but something nice for the sale.
It gives you actually a little bit of a three-way cross if you put the Boran on top of it, and that should give you a final thing to work with as a commercial breeder.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, just to clarify, they're 100% commercial.
Yeah.
People can bring some of them back on the books if they want to reinstate them. But I mean, they're commercial. Or downgrade them to appendix, or do what you want to do with them. But yeah, they're commercial.
Okay. Running through some of the bulls. Once again, you've put on Christopher's yesterday. There's 4 bulls that can work and start anytime. Providing the market with that amount of bulls. It can't be easy to choose which goes on into this auction. How did you go about choosing your bulls?
Well, we said it when we did the interview a few weeks ago already. Bulls for all budgets, and that's the idea. So there must be something for the stud farmer who wants this genetics specifically. And I don't know what the pre-bidding is on, but I think there are some that have already caught some interest. And then, yes, the guy from across the road and across the street and whoever the commercial guy is and want, there's always appetite. We get phone calls all the time for bulls, Boran specifically bulls. So, come to the auction, get with the bull that you want. If not, we always have bulls afterwards and for sale off the farm or right throughout the whole year. So there's always something. And, the Boran offering of 20 plus bulls on the sale is already a big selection of bulls. I don't know. The other Boran sales out there aren't too many that put 20 plus bulls on the sale. And there's appetite and, they're doing well. The prices are quite nice. There's interest in the breed. So let's see what happens today. Hope for the best.
Yeah. I saw Tinus here from Whiteham earlier. He's now in his personal capacity. But he just told me he bought a bull here from you in 2018. It's still working, but he now needs to replace it. It must be nice having a commercial guy like that coming in, buying bulls and hearing that he's been using the bull for 4.5 years. That must be, from a Hurwitz point of view, say, this is the brand we want to put out there.
Absolutely. Now, that's actually talking the talk, because we always say that the animals must be our ambassadors, and there's a classic example. So yes, Tinus has got a fantastic bull. His name is Plascot, actually. And if he came in the ring again, any other auction, he'd probably sell for triple what he bought him for at the time. And now, is a proven bull. But yes, that's the idea. Animals must do the talking. They must be our ambassadors. Customers must be happy. Hopefully come back, like Tinus is showing today, to look at a bull and try and buy another one or a female or something. He's bought a few females from us also, actually, Tinus.
Yeah.
And it's nice to remember the animals where they go. It's lovely to see the pictures of the calves that people then send to us, and to me specifically, all the time. And I enjoy that, and that creates the network, the friendship, the relationship, and all out of one thing as a common bond, and that's the cattle. That's the spore and breed.
Yeah. Simeon, I drove from Almelo the other day past your farm, and I saw all the way from Almelo to here, it's mostly Boran cattle. That must for you must be some sort of a South Afrikaans riem onder die hart, as say, but it works here. The people start seeing that it works here, and they're using it because this is, as Jaron told me earlier, this is a red water area like you won't get anywhere in the country. And for guys like Tinus in the hot water area, they work there. Well, they survive there as well. So that must mean something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this South area, it's really tough to farm. Yeah, those that do farm here know about it. But makes this at the same time makes cattle from this region highly adaptable products, and that's why this region is a nicely sought after venue and place to buy cattle from. That's why the Ermelo bull sale yearly is such a fantastic sale that people from around the country come and get cattle from this particular region. But yes, and I'll tell you what's even more rewarding is actually being one of the pioneers, true pioneers in the sense of bringing Boran to South Africa. back in 1993, 1995. And there behind us in this venue, a white cow over there, Annie, EK 9710. She's really one of the pioneer animals of this breed in this country. So yes, to now see that there's so many members, so many cattle running around this country here in our region between Bethel and Ermelo and all over the show. It really is. It's an ambassadorial trait. It's leaving footsteps behind, and it's really it is lovely to see.
Yeah, I know from the start when I got involved here, the main thing for people like Christopher is getting the commercial guys involved, and that's now that dream is realized. It's not just a fantasy anymore. So guys coming here today and the guys that's not coming here, they should think about, why am I not buying commercial cows from the Hurwitz Farming? It's proven that it works.
Well, thank you. I agree. Look, the gene pool in the selection base here is wide. So when an animal gets to maturity to be sold on auction or off, you must know that it's really proven itself as a decent animal. And the longevity that you get with that animal and with the breed proves itself. The crossbreeding effect proves itself. We did an interview about the feedlot, proves itself. What more is there to discuss? So, people must enjoy the product.
And they should actually come and see for themselves here the crossbreeding test or experiments that you're doing to prove that it works for you, and it works out. And guys like Couture that focuses mainly on commercial, it's proven that buying even expensive animals is still worth it for you.
Absolutely. But that's the case in any breed. Good animals will go at good prices, whether they for stud purposes or commercial purposes based on budget. But yes, there'll always be a demand for good quality cattle. The price of beef at the moment is doing really nicely. There are other factors in farming in South Africa at the moment which are suppressing, I suppose, the market. Price of fertilizer and electricity and stuff is getting a bit expensive. But it doesn't matter. The beef product is still doing well. Across all beef breeds, Boran is included in that category. And Arturo and them, and they've come back and asked for them to be with us for the first time at a sale versus being online. And everybody else that's welcome. I haven't even seen anybody yet today, but more the merrier. And online, to have a sale during the week, the online presence, I think there's probably over 200 registrations already for today's sale, which is very important. We must use it in technology and embrace it and reach the market all over the world.
Especially in the stud guys, a lot of the stud guys are part-time farmers. So for them, attending a week auction is stuff. So they've got their eyes and ears here in Christopher and people like him. So they can register. And I see earlier Ian from Meerkat posted that there's already 1 million. Wow. We are standing on 1 million for the sale already on pre-bidding. So that's something special.
That's amazing. Yeah. But yes, and at the moment, this time of year, we're in the cusp of planting season. So a lot of the commercial farmers, whatever, stud farmers, doesn't matter, are really getting ready to start working their lands and putting those seeds into the ground. So now is the planting time. We just all wait for the rain to come, which predicted will come soon. Okay. So, that's why we must have this online presence, and it's important. And that's why we use both, Swiftly and Meerkat, and the telephone bidding. And if somebody wants to know about the sale and wants to buy something or bid on something, I think they know about it right now.
Simeon, I can let you go. I know you've got a few things to do before the sale starts. I think we're about 10 minutes away, maybe less.
Oh, no, less.
Less. So Hugo gets up for the next to the podium, and we'll talk to you a little later.
All right, thank you.
Goed, as jy nou nog nie geweet het nie, ek kan registreer by Meerkat, by Swiftly, by Vleisentrol, by Hurwitz Farming. Maak seker jy doen dit. En as jy nog nie kon nie, dan maak jy seker bel sommer in en maak seker dat jy dinge reg kry. Hulle begin hierso so 5 minute, so maak seker jy mis nie hierdie veiling nie. Dit gaan nog eene wees waar jy kan staat maak dat die kwaliteit sy prys gaan kry. Tot die volgende keer. Totsiens.